starting lineups. First for the visiting Johnsonville Charlotte Wildcats. At guarding 5'6" junior from Charlotte, North Carolina, number 3, Tanisha Dorsey. At guarding 5'8" freshman from Monroe, North Carolina, number 1, Carrington Clark. At guarding 5'6" sophomore from Columbia, South Carolina, number 12, Jayla Lovett.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to game number 2 of this afternoon's doubleheader. Same as yesterday's doubleheader. We are back for another doubleheader, and boy, oh boy, are we so excited to be back here with you. Howard McCain again, bringing you the play-by-play. Sekou Fry will be our engineer-producer as the Lady Builders get set to take on the Lady Wildcats of Johnson & Wales University out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Again, like I said, the second of our doubleheader as we just watched the men go down to the Wildcats by a score of 81-72. Well-played game by both teams, but again, someone has to win, someone has to lose, and unfortunately, it was the men. But now we transition from the men to the ladies as Coach Antonio Hill in her second season brings her Lady Builders into this afternoon's basketball game with an overall record of 3-15, 2-7 in conference play, having lost on last night. But on the other side, Coach Jill Dunn comes in. She's in her first season at the helm of Johnson & Wales University Lady Wildcat team. Her team comes in with an impressive 16-3 record, 8-1 in the conference. They are currently on a 3-game winning streak. So this should be a fun one tonight for both teams as we get ready to wrap up the regular season and get ready to head into tournament play here very, very soon. So if you're Coach Antonio Hill, you do want to end the season on a winning note, and you have an opportunity to do so here this evening. Now, bit of a strange phenomenon, not uncommon in sports, but the visiting team does not have their uniforms for this game, so it's going to look like Builders playing Builders, but actually it's going to be Builder playing Wildcats, and we'll let you know a little bit more about that as we go on. So both teams are at the center court stripe, ready to tip things off to get this game underway as Ashanti Williams will be countered at midcourt by Joiah White. And we are underway, and the tip is handled by Ashanti Williams. So again, for the visiting Wildcats of Johnson & Wales, they are without their uniforms. Not really sure exactly what happened. Did they get lost or whether they just got forgotten to be packed? So the Builders were gracious enough to allow the visiting team to wear their alternate uniform on the court tonight as Ashanti Williams turns the basketball over at the 9:42 mark of the first period. And again, in the ladies' game, they play periods when the men play halves, so the ladies play 4 periods. It's going to take me a second or two to kind of get the numbers all ironed out as Brittany Jones is joined on the floor with Jordan Wilson, Jamaica Jones, Ashanti Williams, and Elena Paulie Pelham. And I'll give you the starting 5 for the Wildcats here in just a moment as the shot clock now down to 15. Here's Wilson looking down low. Shot clock now at 10. Wilson can't find anyone. Shot clock at 7. Feed inside is picked off by the Wildcats. And again, I got to get the numbers right. And this is Jordan McDuffie with the basketball. That shot is missed by Jayla Lovett. So Jordan McDuffie, Tanisha Dorsey, Carrington Clark, Jayla Lovett, and Joiah White are your starting 5 for the Lady Wildcats as that shot is missed by Jamaica. She's able to save the loose ball, and the Lady Builders are fouled. So that foul call will go on Carrington Clark. Excuse me, that is her first personal foul and the team's first. So the Lady Builders coming into this afternoon's basketball game, if they want to win today, they really, really have to take care of the basketball. We've seen in the last few contests, Lady Builders were really, really careless with a lot of their passing and their ball handling and they've turned the ball over at an alarming rate. As Shamika Jones able to get inside, unable to hit, as the loose ball rebound comes off to the Wildcats. Corner shot goes down for Tanisha Dorsey. This is a basketball team, the Lady Wildcats, coming in averaging 72 points a game, while the Lady Builders average 52 points a game. So the Lady Builders have to take advantage of all of their scoring opportunities and have yet been able to do so far. So 2-0 is still our score. Wildcats running. No one rotates out on the shooter, fortunately. McDuffie misses, and McDuffie comes in as the leading scorer for the visiting Wildcat team. She comes in averaging 17.9 points per game. Brittany Jones comes into today averaging 11.4 points per game. She's the leading scorer on average for the Lady Builders. That's McDuffie, able to get all the way to the rack for two. And the Wildcats are now leading 4-0. 7 minutes remaining in the first period as Wilson gives off to Paulie Pelham. Skip pass nearly picked off. Feed unable to be handled by Ashanti Williams, so that's another turnover for the Builders. That's McDuffie. Hits. And we get a quick timeout. 30-second timeout being taken by Coach Antonio Hill as she sees her Lady Builder basketball team unable to do anything with the basketball offensively or defensively, as Deshaun Savage, Derica Henry, and Aaron Formby are your officials on the court this evening. And I'm looking around and I see two officials. I don't see three, as the 30-second timeout is pretty much almost over. Okay, that's interesting. I think this game is only going to be officiated by two officials this evening. The 30-second timeout is over, and both teams are making their way back out onto the court. Again, right now, Lady Wildcats lead the Lady Builders 6-0 as the Lady Builders inbound. Here's Paulie Pelham. Williams. Builders looking to break the press. And they do just that. Just ahead of the 10-second violation as Jordan Wilson is fouled. That foul will go on
Wildcat foul number 22, Joya White, her first team
Joya White. So that'll be her first personal foul and the team's second. So that puts Jordan Wilson at the line to shoot two. Lady Builders averaging about 61% from the free throw line as a team. Jordan Wilson, clearly the best free throw shooter on the team. As she hits both free throws, and that gets the Lady Builders on the board now 6-2. 6:20 remaining in the first period. As we get a traveling violation, that's a turnover on the Lady Wildcats. So Lady Builders get an opportunity to cut into this 4-point deficit. 6:13 remaining in the first period as the Lady Builders are able to beat the full court press. Here's Paulie Pelham looking for an outlet with the basketball, and we get a timeout. We get a timeout taken by Coach Antonio Hill. That timeout taken to try to bail out the player that was actually being harassed and corralled in the corner. So to save the turnover, Antonio Hill takes the timeout. 6-2 is our score, 6 minutes and a second remaining in the first period of action. So welcome back to Courtside with me, Howard McCain. So glad you guys could join us. Thank you for coming back for the second game of this afternoon's doubleheader, as we did see the Apprentice School men go down by a score of 81-72 to the men of Johnson and Wells University. But now we're going to see if maybe the ladies can take advantage of a golden opportunity and get out of here with a victory. As we come out of the timeout, we go back to the court. Again, 6:01 remaining in the first period. Nyla Jackson onto the floor now for the Lady Builders. Shot clock now at 10. Paulie Pelham works it around the perimeter. Jordan Wilson to the basket. Shot up, but she is fouled. So that foul call is going to go on White. And for White, that is her second personal foul. So she's going to come off the floor, and she's going to be replaced by Ayana Blackman. And that's going to put Jordan Wilson back at the line to shoot 2 right now. She has the only points on the scoreboard for the Lady Builders, and that came via 2 free throw makes, and she picks up where she left off. Jordan Wilson now 3 for 3 from the charity stripe. 5:48 remaining in the first period. Builders trailing by 3. Make it 2. So 6-4 our score. As the Builders pressure the inbound. Here's Dorsey with the basketball. Dorsey all the way to the rack for the reverse layup. And that makes the score now 8-4. As the Builders break the four-court press, here's Wilson with the layup. It goes in and out. Finds herself trapped underneath the basket, looking for an outlet. Tipped around, loose ball comes off to the Lady Wildcats. Here's McDuffie. I'm sorry, Duffy, I believe. And the shot is up and good, and we are fouled. So that foul is on Nyla Jackson. That is her first personal foul and the team's first, and that puts Tanisha Dorsey at the line to try to complete the 3-point play and give the Wildcats an 11-4 lead. And the free throw goes down. So 11-4 is the score. Lady Builders yet to make a basket. All of their points have come off of free throws by Jordan Wilson. Builders nearly turned it over. Jackson to Jones. Shot clock now at 10. Here's Jackson. Looking. Shot clock now at 6. Goes inside to Jordan Wilson. Shot clock now at 4. Paulie Pelham. I believe her shot might have been partially touched. That is going to be a shot clock violation. Basketball did not hit the rim. So the basketball goes over to the Lady Wildcats. Again, first meeting between the two. Johnson & Wales won that game 86-57. Right now leading 11-4. Make it 14-4 as a corner 3 goes down for the Lady Wildcats. And the Lady Builders turn the basketball over once more. Here's Duffy. Shot up and good. 16-4 now is the score as the Lady Builders now find themselves down by 12. As Jackson and Paulie Pelham are able to get it across the timeline to Brittany Jones, who dribbles the basketball out of bounds.
Kara Scott checks in for the Wildcats.
So Kara Scott will make her way into the basketball game and allow Carrington Clark to have a seat. 3:47 left in the first period. Wildcats now up by 12, 16-4. It's Duffy with the basketball. It's fouled. Duffy is fouled by Brittany Jones. That is her first personal foul and the team's second. 3:36 remaining in the first period. So far, the Wildcats have controlled throughout. Scott to Blackman. Dorsey with the step-through layup, and it goes down. So 18-4 now is our score. Four-court press being put on again by the Lady Wildcats, and they commit the foul. That foul by Jayla Lovett, that is her first personal foul, and the team's fourth already. So 18-4 Wildcats currently lead. As the inbound goes to Brittany Jones. Jackson, feed pass, down low to Ashanti Williams, but she is fouled. So good job by Nyla Jackson with the entry pass to Ashanti Williams. So Jordan McDuffie picks up her first personal foul. That's the team's 5th. So that puts Ashanti Williams at the free throw line to shoot 2 with the clock stopped with 3:06 remaining in the first period. One more foul by the opposing team, and that'll put the Lady Builders in the bonus for the remainder of the period as Ashanti Williams hits her first. And she misses the second. So 18-5 is the score. Builders so far no field goals in the basketball game. The 5 points they have on the board are via free throw makes so far. Lady Wildcats working around the perimeter. And we get a basket and a foul. That foul is on Ashanti Williams as her first personal foul and the team's 3rd. That'll send Jordan Durant into the basketball game, and it also sends Tanisha Dorsey to the free throw line to try to complete the 3-point play and add to this 15-point lead right now by the Wildcats. 20-5 is our score. And that's where it stays as the loose ball comes off to Jordan Wilson. Skip pass inside to Ashanti Williams, who was unable to convert underneath the basket. Actually, the ball hit the underside of the basket, and we get a foul call. So Jordan Wilson will be whistled for the personal. That'll be her first personal foul and the team's 4th. Kara Scott handles the basketball. Here's Scott. Scott misses, rebound taken by the Builders. So 2:05 remaining. Builders still yet to convert a field goal in the basketball game. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Jackson to Paulie Pelham. Here's Ashanti Williams, step through, and she commits the offensive foul. So for Ashanti Williams, that is her second personal foul and the team's 5th. 1:44 remaining. Again, Lady Builders yet to convert a field goal in the first period as they find themselves down by 15. Near steal there by Jordan, but we get a traveling call. So Ayanna Blackman turns the basketball over as the Builders make substitutions. Neandra Kelly onto the floor, and that'll give Ashanti Williams an opportunity to sit with the last 1:32 remaining so that she doesn't pick up that third personal foul. Lady Builders still looking for their first basket of the basketball game. All 5 points coming from the free throw line so far. Here's Jackson. Jones breaks the timeline. Here's Kelly inside to Wilson, who finally, at the 1:26 mark of the first period, get their first points. As the Builders back on offense. Here's Kelly to Wilson. Brittany Jones with the offensive board, and the shot is blocked on the layup try. So Builders trail by a score of 22-7 as Brittany Jones able to corral the inlet pass. 15 seconds remaining, 1 minute remaining in the first period. It's Kelly to Brittany Jones, who hits the jumper. So 20-9 is our score. Lady Builders again, did not score their first bucket until the 1-minute, 26-second mark of the first period. Have gotten consecutive baskets on consecutive trips down court as they force a turnover. Brittany Jones able to convert the breakaway layup, and the Builders now trail 20-11 as we get down now to 17 seconds left on the game clock. Wildcats. Crossover. Nice job of ball handling right there by Tanisha Dorsey, and she's able to convert, so 24-11 is the score. As we're down to 2-1. Shot will not count if it goes. So at the end of the first quarter, the score, now the score says 22-11, but we'll check that because I don't think the 2 points by Tanisha Dorsey made their way onto the scoreboard. So we'll check that here in a second to make sure that that is correct. But as it goes, I believe our score after the first period is going to be 24-11. The Builders will be down by 13, but we'll get that official here in just a moment as we transition from period 1 into period 2. And that was a period 1, let's be honest, on the scoreboard to forget for the Lady Builders. Lady Builders just unable to get anything going towards the basket. Their first 5 points came via a three free throw attempts that were converted, and they did not pick up their first bucket until the 1-minute and 26-second point of the first period. If you're Coach Antonio Hill, you cannot have a second period like that and look to stay into the basketball game. So the Lady Builders need to come out with some fire on offense and get the basket going, get the ball going towards the basket. When they've done that, we've seen some good things happen. If they haven't been able to get easy layups, folks, they've been able to get them in foul trouble. So the Lady Builders need to just move the basketball inside, try to get it towards the basket. If you get the ball stripped or you miss the shot, that's okay. It's a high percentage shot. But otherwise, you have to get something moving towards the basket. Defensively, you have to shut down these dribble drive lanes. The only way you can do that is you have to probably set into some type of a zone defense. Then that way, that will force the other team to have to shoot over the top of the zone in order to get points. So a lot of things strategy-wise need to be worked out for the Lady Builders as we transition from period 1 into period 2. Both teams are out on the court. Let's go out there with them.
It'll be Builders ball as we start the second quarter.
So the game, so the scoreboard stays the same. It's 22-11 as we begin the second period. Here's McDuffie with a miss, and we have a official's timeout for injury. Brittany Jones may have come down awkwardly, or she's kind of motioning towards her face, or she may have gotten hit in the face, but the official stopped action momentarily to make sure everything is okay. So she's over at the bench with the trainer. So Ashanti Williams will make her way into the ball game for her at the 9:55 mark of the second period. Lady Builders currently trailing by 11, 22-11. As Kelly, with 20 on the shot clock, works with the basketball, tries to force it to Jordan Wilson, but the official said that it was last touched by Jordan Wilson. So that's going to be a turnover on the sideline. 22-11 is the score. Here's Clark. Dorsey, who's really come alive scoring the basketball, gets it over to Ballard, who drains the three from long range. So 25-11 now is the score. Lady Builders down by 14. Here's Kelly at 20 on the shot clock, looking for Ashanti Williams. Jackson to Jordan Wilson. Paulie Pelham and Wilson. Pass tipped, turnover by the Lady Builders. Back comes Dorsey. Skip pass. Unable to handle it was Lovett. So the basketball goes out of bounds, so the Lady Builders get it off of the turnover. As the Lady Builders cross the timeline. Here's Jackson. Jackson with a shot clock at 15. Here's Paulie Pelham as they go inside, and we get a traveling violation on Paulie Pelham. They had the right idea, but the execution just wasn't there, as Brittany Jones is okay. She's back into the ball game. And the Lady Builders trailing by 14, 25-11. Here's Dorsey with the basketball. Another three-point attempt, up and down by Ballard. So 28-11 now is the score, as Ballard, three back-to-back three-point shots kind of lulled the defense right to sleep, as Kelly skip pass to Wilson, misses. Ashanti Williams is fouled. So that foul call will go on Mariana Ballard, who's all of a sudden come alive here in the second period with two long three-pointers. And when I say long three-pointers, they were accurate. They did not touch the rim at all. So that'll put Ashanti Williams at the free throw line to shoot two, 7:58 remaining in the half. Lady Builders currently trailing by 17, and that's where it'll stay. And she hits the second of two. So 28-12 now. Lady Builders trail. McDuffie with the basketball. McDuffie goes coast to coast, unable to convert, as Neandra Kelly gets surrounded by three Lady Wildcats. And here comes Brittany Jones. Her baseline shot was blocked. Basketball goes out of bounds, last touched by the Lady Builders. As Morgan Knoll enters the basketball game for the Lady Wildcats. 7.5 minutes left in the half. As Lovett is guarded closely by Paulie Pelham. Here's McDuffie. Able to get inside. Tough shot by McDuffie. She gets it to go. And the Lady Builders now find themselves down by 18, 30-12 with 7:04 left in the second period. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Kelly with the basketball, being guarded closely. Wilson, skip pass. And the layup up and good by Brittany Jones. And that cuts the Lady Builder deficit to 16, as Ashanti Williams is now guarding Ballard. Again, Ballard has been deadly so far from three, so they put a taller player on Ballard. Able to get inside, draw the defense, and skip pass out above the three-point line. Kelly handles the basketball. Kelly turns it over. As the Lady Wildcats convert on the offensive end, 32-14 now. 18-point deficit ahead of the Lady Builders on this possession. It's Brittany Jones. Gets it over to Kelly with 15 seconds on the shot clock. Paulie Pelham to Jordan Wilson. Lady Builders attempt to go inside with the basketball, and they do just that. Jordan Wilson lays it in. So Lady Builders now trail by 16, 32-16, 5:32 left in the first period, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Clark inside to McDuffie. Back out to Clark. Clark turns it over. Here's Wilson, who was actually fouled in the backcourt, but no call. Here's Brittany Jones. Paulie Pelham for three, no good. Rebound comes off to Clark. Here's Ballard. With a nice feed down inside. McDuffie fighting. Builders as well, but there's a foul.
Builder foul number 32, Jordan Wilson, her second.
They eventually called Jordan Wilson, or whistled Jordan Wilson with the foul, so that'll be her second personal foul in the team's first, as Nyla Jackson makes her way into the basketball game. So does Dorsey Durant. And I believe Blackman, I might be wrong, I can't see her number. Yep. A little bit of confusion, so Noel comes back on the floor. Miss. Rebound gathered, and the putback is good for Blackman. So that extends the Wildcat lead back to 18, 4:36 left. Wildcats 34-16 over the Lady Builders. Back come the Wildcats with Durant. Pass inside could not be contained by the Wildcats, so they turn it over. 4:23 left in the first half. Lady Builders 16, Wildcats 34. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Jones. Nice feed inside to Wilson, who scored. Thought that might have been a double dribble, but no call by the official. Here's Dorsey. Now McDuffie comes into today's game the leading scorer for the Wildcats, but it's actually been Dorsey and McDuffie both that have been lighting it up, as the shot does not go, but there is a foul. That foul will go on Jordan Wilson.
Builder foul number 32, Jordan Wilson, her third, team's second.
That is Jordan Wilson's third personal foul. 3:41 left in the first half. As we get a substitution, Jordan Wilson will take a seat. Jamaica Jones will come in for her. 3:41 left, so there's a good chance that Jordan Wilson will probably sit on the bench for the remainder of the first half. As the Builders now trail by 16. Dorsey at the line shooting 2. Dorsey hits the first, and that makes the score now 35-18. Wildcats, who were pretty much controlled throughout, came out and got on top of the Lady Builders early and have not surrendered the lead since. And with that make now, the Wildcats are now up by 18 as we get a foul. That foul call will go on Tanisha Dorsey, who just hit the 2 free throws on the offensive end. She commits the foul on the defensive end. So that'll be her first personal foul and the team's second of the period. As we can see, Dorsey is coming up limp. Feed inside to Jones. Jones able to get the layup, and we get a timeout. This is going to be a timeout taken by the Wildcats, as we saw Dorsey. She may have twisted her ankle or something like that, as they call for the trainer to come take a look. That didn't look necessarily good, and she limped off of the court. Actually was not able to get off the court. She actually kind of drug herself off the court right there at the end. So the trainers will get a chance to take a look at her. Hopefully she's okay. That wasn't a call timeout. That was an official's timeout for injury. So we will stay on the court. We will not come back to courtside with me and Sekou. Lovett working with the basketball now. Feed goes inside to Blackman, who scores. So 38-20 is the score, 2:55 remaining in the first half. Brittany Jones with the basketball. Here's Jackson. Tough shot on the baseline, no good. Wildcats come away with the basketball. Here's Durant. Durant handles. As the Wildcats quickly working around for a better shot, Lovett able to work the baseline and get it up and in for two. So 40-20 is our score. 2:15 left in the first half. Brittany Jones handles the basketball, being guarded closely by Lovett. Builders need Ashanti Williams to get going, and she gets fouled. She's fouled by Kara Scott. That is her personal foul and the team's third.
Kara Scott with the foul for the Wildcats.
So that will send Ashanti Williams to shoot two with the clock stopped at 2:04 left in the first period. Lady Builders trailing by 20, 40-20. Here in the second of our afternoon doubleheader here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center, where again we saw the men go down to the Wildcats of Johnson and Wells University by a score of 81-72. Women currently trail right now by 19, 40-21, make it 40-22. So here come the Wildcats with Scott. Feed inside to Durant. Shot on basket is blocked by Ashanti Williams. Jackson controls. Brittany Jones loses the basketball, and back come the Wildcats with Noel. Shot is blocked or partially blocked by Paulie Pelham. And I believe the basketball may have bounced out of bounds. Now the official pointed in the opposite direction as if it was Builder basketball, so they talk about it and reverse it, and the basketball will stay on this end with the Wildcats. Wildcats up by 18 now, 40-22, 132 left in the first half. Scott inbounds underneath to Durant. Durant unable to convert. Here come the Builders. So 122 left in the first half as Paulie Pelham shouts out the play, directs traffic, and works off of a screen. Feed down low to Ashanti Williams, who is fouled, but it was prior to the shot. So the basket will not count. Blackman will be whistled for her second personal foul and the team's fourth. 1:10 left. Williams. Jamaica Jones nearly put it back, but the jump ball is the call, so the possession arrow is in favor of the Lady Builders, so basketball will stay on this end with 1:01 left in the first period. As the pass was tipped, I believe, by the Lady Wildcats. So we will have another inbound situation. The officials required 2 seconds to be taken off of the game clock. So here's Brittany Jones. And we have an illegal screen by Nyla Jackson. So that'll be her second personal foul and the team's third. So we're now under a minute to play in the first half as Scott works it to Lovett. Lovett. Baseline jumper, no good. Missed everything, and here comes Brittany Jones. Brittany with an opportunity to score at the rim, and she misses. But Jones is there for the putback. Now down to 25 seconds remaining in the first half as Lovett slows it down. Can hold for the final shot. which it looks like they're going to try to do, is Durant with 15 on the game clock to Lovett. Lovett works against Jackson. Durant left open, she hits. So 42-24, game clock now at 5-4. Brittany Jones heaves it before the shot, and it goes in for 3. And that is how the first half will end here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center, as the Wildcats will take a 42-27 lead into the halftime locker room. And what a shot by Brittany Jones right there to finish up the half. Difficult first half for the Lady Builders. Just at one point in the ball game in the first period, they just could not score the basketball, but really did a nice job of scoring the basketball in the second period. So something to build off of if you're Coach Antonio Hill, as your Lady Builders go into the halftime locker room to discuss things and make adjustments coming out here in the second half. So right now our score is 42-27. Builders able to put up 16 points there in the second period, but 18 points were poured in by the visiting Wildcats. But it was that first period that kind of put a little bit of distance, a little bit of separation between these two. Lady Builders just could not hit any shots in that first period, but things settled down in the second period and able to score at a little bit greater pace. So what we'll do is we'll take a break. It's now halftime. We will take a break. We'll give you an opportunity to take a break. We'll have all the stats you need to know coming up when we come back on the other side of the break. So sit back and relax. We'll be back for more of the second game of today's doubleheader here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center, as the Lady Builders trail the Lady Wildcats of Johnson Wales University by a score of 42-27. So we will be back, and until then, remember, this is Builder Basketball.
Here we go.
My name is Letitia McCain. I am Director of Education of the Apprentice School. And I think the most fun part of it all is building a relationship with the students.
You know, the opportunity we can offer here at the Apprentice School is a very unique one to prospective student athletes. It's one of a kind.
My favorite part about being an apprentice is getting to work with my hands and playing football. And since I came in the yard, I've matured a lot, coming in straight out of high school, and I'm able to work better with others.
Oh man, it's a great experience. I mean, you're doing what you love. You're learning a great trade that you can use anywhere. It's just a great experience, best experience I ever had.
I loved it because it taught me time management, it taught me patience. I was one of those ones that did everything last minute, so it taught me how to go to work, get time for resting, get time for homework and school, and stay on top of things. My favorite thing about being an apprentice has to be the numerous opportunities that you get. As long as you show initiative, determination, and you dedicate yourself, there's no door that can't be opened.
It's not your traditional four-year college scholarship type athlete. Just hearing about the women actually getting out and working every day told me a lot about their character to even sign up and be committed to a program like this. So the challenge, I think, just knowing that these women can do both, it was inspiring.
Wrestling is one of those sports where it takes serious dedication to be really good at. And just like every other apprentice, they're going to school and they're going to work all day. They're working on nuclear aircraft carriers and submarines and being a full-time athlete.
I didn't know what to think. I was blindsided. Got to grow up a little fast, but I made it work. Been here 10 years now. And yeah, tuition free, simple. It's as simple as that.
Most recent grads that are graduating high school, their first year at college or typical university, they're sleeping in sometimes in the mornings. Our guys and young ladies are out beating on steel at 5:30 in the morning sometimes.
It's completely different. You really see how responsible you have to be to get up every morning and get to work, and how much people really rely on you.
this is not for somebody that's soft. It's something that it's very rewarding when you get through it. It's a long day. You're up at 5 or so. You may go to school all day. You may work all day. Practice afterwards, get home, clean up, eat, do your homework, and get to bed and get ready to do it again the next day. So it's a sacrifice and it's a commitment.
I'd say my proudest moment really is just being able to have this opportunity and do it all. I mean, I got the schooling paid for and made it through that, and being able to do something that I'm really interested in.
But playing baseball is awesome through the apprentice school, because it definitely just opens more doors to move up in the company. You can't have much more fun playing baseball.
Probably is the best decision that you could make coming out of high school. You're going to be able to pay your own bills, start your own career, and also at the same time, you could get your education for free. So it's really a no-brainer.
I was recruited right out of high school. Had a defensive coordinator come to my school and say, hey man, you're not going to have any student debt when you finish up. You're going to get to play football and work with your hands every day. I said, sign me up right then and there. Greatest experience of my life thus far.
You got to have some guts. You got to be hard-nosed to be able to survive this place, this culture, this atmosphere. So what we do is we come in, we tell our guys there are no excuses. We want guys that are smart, that are going to be able to come in here and get the classwork done. That's first and foremost. But secondly, we want hard-nosed guys that really love the game of football, guys that, you know, they can't wait to get over to football practice and they love to compete. We play a fast, high-paced, exciting brand of football, so that's something they can look forward to every day. With the way we're trending and the way our program is recruiting, I can tell you that we're going to be moving into some spaces that apprentice football has never been before, and I'm excited about it.
It's a great opportunity to be able to come to the apprentice school, not only play the sport, but also be able to have a career out of it as well, too.
I believe the proudest moment I've had is to see all of our players, walk that stage. I challenge each one of them to become a superintendent as a minimum, and several of them are going through the ranks making supervision, so I'm real proud of that. That's probably more than any of them shooting 69 or 70 in my opinion.
It's a big deal. When they come here, they're building nuclear-powered submarines and aircraft carriers for the U.S. Navy, and basketball is just the fun part. But what our apprentices do on a day in and day out basis is protecting our security at home, so it's something that they're going to be able to really take pride in for the rest of their lives.
We play a huge part in the safety of our country, being a contractor of the United States Navy, and it's just an opportunity that we can offer that no one else in America can, so it's really unique here and really awesome.
The opportunity of the apprentice school should be known to a lot of individuals because it gives students an opportunity to come in and not only learn a trade, but also you get a chance to be an athlete as well. So to be able to get job skills, on-the-job training, as well as interact and be in a world-class company, I mean, what more can an individual ask for?
I'm Michael Allen. I'm the Director of Athletics here at the Apprentice School, and I am a builder.
My name is Brian Cave, and I am a builder.
My name is Nicole Jackson, and I am a builder.
My name is Ben Jones, and I am a builder.
I'm Joey Maben, and I am a builder.
My name is Zach Johnson, and I am a builder.
My name is BJ Maben, and I'm a builder.
My name is Quanisha Bruce, and I am a builder.
My name is Evan Key, and I am a builder.
My name is Mike Amrazovich, and I am a builder.
My name is John Davis, and I'm a builder.
My name is Austin Saylor, and I'm a builder.
My name is Marky Chevres, and I am a builder.
My name is Lou Picola, and I'm a builder.
I'm Brandon Joyner, and I'm a builder.
I'm a builder.
I am a builder.
I am a builder.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
My name is Elena Paoli-Pelham. I've been at the apprentice school for 4 months, and I'm an expert heavy metal fabricator. Heavy metal fabricator is like putting the pieces to the puzzle. We're the ones who cut the pieces, press the pieces, and send them out. We cut steel. The pieces can vary from very small pieces to very large pieces. We build aircraft carriers and submarines. The apprentice school has endless opportunities. You get to come in here, learn a trade, play a sport that you love, getting paid while doing it. Main thing is to stay focused, be on task. The money is great. Once I complete the apprenticeship, I plan to move higher up. Apprentices are the future leaders of the company. I have matured tremendously. Time management is key here. Now I have the most time management I've ever had in my entire life. Debt-free and making money. So you come out of the apprentice school with no debt. I thought the apprentice school was gonna give me a job and help me move on. But when I came here, I got a total different experience. It's been the best experience of my life so far.
USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody. It provides a great opportunity, just the fellowship amongst athletes, get a chance to play against some different teams that you typically don't get a chance to play against from different regions, different parts of the country. This kind of gives you an opportunity to kind of see where you're really at against everybody. Really good, like I said, just a great environment, well-ran tournament. It's a pleasure to be part of organizations like USCAA.
I'm Jordan Wilson, and I'm an X33 coding specialist at the apprentice school, and I've been here for a year and 4 months. We do a lot of taking paint off and painting parts of the ship. We build world-class submarines and carriers. We focus on quality. I'm 19 years old, so I think I'm pretty stable and able to do a lot of things that I like to do. We make good money here. The apprentice school is tuition free, so you still be able to get your degree here, and you'll have a job with the company if you choose to stay here, so you'll be secured. The apprentice school has changed me as a person because it's brought out the leadership skills that I know that were already in me, because that's what we focus on here. We focus on leadership, craftsmanship, and scholarship. I'm capable of doing a lot of things, and being an apprentice really shows how to bring that out of you. So that's my favorite part, is testing what I'm capable of doing, even if I don't know it.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the start of the second half here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Howard McCain will continue to bring you the play-by-play. Sekou Fry is our engineer-producer, and we have just narrowed, actually the clock is now winding down. We're now under 1 minute left. Before we get started again here at the second half, and just a couple of stats to take a look at as the Wildcats get ready to come back on the floor. The leading scorer for the Wildcats, Tanisha Dorsey, she poured in 15 points. She was accompanied by Jordan McDuffie, who poured in 11 of her own. And McDuffie comes into this afternoon's action as the leading scorer. On average for the Wildcats is 17.9 points per game. For the home team, the Lady Builders, Jordan Wilson, she poured in 10 points of her own, followed by Brittany Jones, who was able to score 9. Builders turned the basketball over 14 times in the first half, only 6 for the Lady Wildcats. So we'll go through some of the other stats as we get ready to begin the second half of play here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center as we are into the second half of game number 2 of today's doubleheader, where the men and the women have both played against the Wildcats of Johnson and Wales University, as Ashanti Williams is able to start the scoring off in the second half. Ashanti Williams had only 4 points in the first half, and she had 5 rebounds for her team. As Lovett, skip pass in the corner to Dorsey, who again, Dorsey was hot in the first half, 15 points. Tries to add to her point total there, unable to do so. So we get things kind of sorted out with the shot clock. They're discussing whether the shot hit the rim or not. If not, the shot clock will be at 13. If it did, it'll be reset to 20. So it will remain at 13 on the shot clock. 9 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the third period, as Scott enters the basketball into McDuffie. I'm sorry, says Scott, that was Clark. McDuffie's long three, no good. Elena Pauley-Pelham fought for the rebound, and the loose ball comes off to the Lady Builders. The Lady Builders down 42-29, 9 minutes and 10 seconds left. An eternity of basketball left for the Lady Builders to get back into this game. Currently trailing right now by 13. Long three from Pauley-Pelham goes down. The Lady Builders have now cut the Wildcat lead now down to 10, folks. So again, a lot of time left in this basketball game, but for the Lady Builders, it has to continue to start on the defensive end. As shot inside, no good. Rebound taken by the Lady Builders. Here's Pauley-Pelham. Jordan Wilson again led all scorers for the Lady Builders in the first half, inside to Ashanti Williams, where she is fouled. So for Joya, I think it's Joya. I think it's Joya. So for Joya White, she picks up her third personal foul. Excuse me, that's the team's first. So that'll put Ashanti Williams at the free throw line. She'll be shooting 2. As the Lady Builders try to cut into this 10-point lead on the scoreboard for the Wildcats. Again, the Wildcats seized the lead early and have not relinquished it. And the Lady Builders now find themselves down by 9 in the basketball game as Clark gets the basketball up the court quickly. McDuffie with the feed to Dorsey. Shot clock at 20. McDuffie. Dorsey caught the ball out of rhythm, so she backs it out and resets with the shot clock down to 10. McDuffie with the easy 2. So McDuffie, she now has 13 points in the basketball game. And the Lady Builders now down by 11. Again, a lot of time remaining as Wilson able to get to the rack. Shot up off the backboard and good. So count the basket. That foul will go on Lovett. So for Lovett, that will be her second personal foul and the team's second. So the Lady Builders have an opportunity to cut this lead to 7. I'm sorry, cut the lead to 8 if Jordan Wilson is able to convert, and she does. Lady Builders find themselves down by 8, 44-36. As the defense picks up, Builders nearly force a turnover. Long three-point shot out of the corner, no good. Long carom comes off to McDuffie. Shot in the corner to Dorsey, no good. Lady Builders unable to get a rebound as the shot by Lovett is good. 46-36. Here's Brittany Jones for 2. So 46-38, 7:05 left. Builders need a stop. McDuffie. Loose ball back to McDuffie, who steps through, has the ball stripped by Jackson. As the Builders picked up the defensive intensity, but unable to get a rebound. So this is now the fourth shot on basket, as we get a foul by Elena Pauley-Pelham. So Pauley-Pelham will pick up her first. That'll be the team's first. So that'll put Lovett at the free throw line. As Kara Scott makes her way into the basketball game, she'll give Carrington Clark a seat. Lady Builders trail by 8. Here's Lovett. Lady Builders now trail by 9. So Lady Builders able to play defense, just cannot on that last couple of possessions, just unable to do much on the rebounding side of the game, as Wilson is fouled. So Ayana Blackman will pick up her third personal foul. That'll be the team's third as we get a timeout. Timeout being taken by Coach Antonio Hill. That is going to be a full timeout, so we'll come back quickly to courtside with me, Howard McCain. As you just saw, Sekou Fry just got up and walked away from me. That's okay. Listen, the Wildcats are up by 10 right now, 48-38, and the Builders have an opportunity to get themselves back into the basketball game. Folks, there's a lot of basketball left to be played in this game, so the ladies have to continue to be aggressive with the basketball. Have done a really nice job of scoring the basketball, but even better job of defense. But what is happening is the Builders just unable to do much of anything on the rebounding aspect of the game. Got to get some of those loose balls. If they're able to do so, they can do a better job of cutting into this deficit that's currently in front of them right now at 10. So 48-38 is our score, as the Wildcats currently lead by 10 as the timeout is now over, and we go back to the court for the next 6:29. Lady Builders with the basketball. Jackson handles the basketball against Lovett. 15 on the shot clock as Brittany Jones travels with the basketball. So that will be a turnover. So Scott gets picked up by Pauley-Pelham. Feed goes inside as we get a 3-second lane violation. So that will be a turnover. McDuffie whistle for the 3-second lane violation. So the basketball will go back over to the Lady Builders, trailing by 10. So again, Lady Builders have an opportunity. There's a ton of, I keep saying it, but it is, there's a ton of time left in this game. Lady Builders just have to take advantage of their opportunities as Jackson able to get to the rack, unable to convert, and that's what I mean about taking advantage of your opportunities. That was a point-blank range layup, but then you give up a three-point bucket on the other end. So that changes the complexion of the deficit from 10 to 13 now. 51-38. Jones to Williams. Ashanti. Paulie Pelham for three. And she drains it. So the Lady Builders answered the three on the offensive end from the three they gave up on the defensive end. As the kick now to Dorsey again for three. And they call a foul on the floor. That foul call will go on Ashanti Williams. That is her third personal foul and the team's second. Here's McDuffie. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Dorsey, able to knife between the defense. Nice job of ball handling by Dorsey. She's able to get all the way to the rack, and that puts the Builders down by 12 now, 53-41. Paulie Pelham thought about the three, but backed out of it. Here's Williams, step through. She's fouled, but the shot does not go down. She's fouled by Blackman. Now, the PA announcer said that Blackman has three. I have Blackman with four as Durant replaces Blackman. As Ashanti Williams is able to get the basketball up and over the front of the rim and in. And that leaves the Builders now with an 11-point deficit, make it 10. So 53-43. McDuffie, Durant, Scott, Dorsey as Dorsey traveled with the basketball. So the closest the Builders have been able to get here recently is 9. They have an opportunity to get within 8, maybe even 7 with a conversion on the offensive end. Shot clock now at 15 as Jones works off of a screen. Spin loses the basketball, and here comes McDuffie. McDuffie, nobody picked her up. She got all the way to the basket, got her own rebound, but gets tripped up and fouled. So Brittany Jones will pick up her second personal foul. McDuffie will not shoot foul shots. As the Builders lose containment in the lane, Durant able to lay it up and in for an easy 2. Builders now found themselves back down by 12, 55-43. Pelham walks off of a screen. Wilson on McDuffie, and she travels.
Joya White back in the game for the Wildcats.
Joya White makes her way back into the ball game for the visiting Wildcats, who currently find themselves up by 12, 55-43. Coach Jill Dunn watches on for the Wildcats. Wrap around pass, beautiful that time by Dorsey for the easy layup at the rim. Brittany Jones on the other end, able to get the breakaway layup to go. So Lady Builders still down by 12, 57-45 as we get a foul in transition. That foul is on Paulie Pelham. That's her second personal foul and the team's fourth. So neither team in the bonus yet. as the feed inside to Lovett is good. 59-45. Paulie Pelham hits from 3. So now the Builders find themselves down by 11 as they continue to play hard. Dorsey. And we have a 3-second lane violation again on the Wildcats, so that's an unforced turnover as Neandra Kelly will come into the basketball game. For Nyla Jackson. Lady Builders still down by 11, 2:32 remaining in the third period. As Ashanti Williams able to hit from the corner, and the Builders have cut the lead now to 9. Love it. Feed down low. Shot off the glass and good by White. 61-50. Lady Builders trail by 11. Paulie Pelham with the step-through jumper, no good, and back come the Wildcats with Lovett. And Lovett is fouled. So Neandra Kelly with the foul. That'll be her first personal foul, the team's 5th. So that puts the Wildcats at the line for the remaining 1:59 of the third period to shoot 2. As Lovett misses the first. So the lead for the Wildcats will stay at 11. As Lovett hits the second of 2, that now pushes the Wildcat lead to 12 as the Lady Builders turn it over. Here's Lovett to Durant to Dorsey, who hits from 3. Lady Builders now down 14 as Brittany Jones turns it over again. Here's Dorsey. And Dorsey quickly scores 5 points, and that puts the deficit now at 17 when the Lady Builders were just there at 9. So it's amazing how quickly fortunes have changed for the Lady Builders as they find themselves now down by double digits. Again, once down by 9, now find themselves down by 17 as we get late in the third period of action here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Again, game number 2 of today's, or this afternoon's, doubleheader, as we saw the men go down earlier 81-72 to the visiting Wildcats of Johnson and Wells. We see the ladies now down 17 to the Lady Wildcats of Johnson and Wells. And it's another case of us not valuing the basketball when we have possession of the basketball. The Wildcats have done a great job of forcing errant passes that they've been picking off and turning into scoring opportunities. And that's kind of been the tail of the tape for the basketball game. Things kind of got started a little ugly for the ladies as the first period just did not go the way of the Lady Builders, as it took the Lady Builders pretty much 8.5 minutes before they actually scored their first bucket in the first period. And that changed the complexion of the game and pretty much set the tone for the remainder of the basketball game. So right now the timeout is over. Wildcats 67, Lady Builders 50. Four-court press being put on by the Wildcats nearly results in a turnover, and it does, as a 10-second violation against the Lady Builders. The shot clock is now down to 18 when it started at 30, so that's a 10-second violation on the Lady Builders. So the basketball goes over to the Lady by the officials. I'm not really sure what it is they're talking about, because clearly it was a 10-second violation. The game clock, the shot clock was at 18, and they had not yet cleared the timeline.
They didn't have 30 seconds. They brought the ball in for 3 seconds and then called timeout. They shouldn't have started.
Okay. Okay. So our clock operator is telling me that when the ball was inbound, there wasn't 30 seconds on the clock. They actually inbound the ball, spent 3 seconds of the 30-second clock, called a timeout. So that means they had only spent 9 seconds of the 10 seconds getting it across the timeline. So it's Builder basketball. Well, not anymore. As the layup is good for Clark. And the Builders are having all kinds of trouble getting the basketball across the timeline, especially when it comes to passing it in the middle near the logo. So a couple of costly turnovers right here close to the end of the third period has really, and there's another turnover. Oh, correction, nope, they say that it was last touched. Last touch by the Wildcats, so the basketball will stay here with the Lady Builders. 10 seconds on the shot clock. So they don't have a whole lot of time at 7, 5, 4, 3. Kelly has to shoot it. And this will be a shot clock violation. So the Builders were not aware of the game situation as far as the shot clock goes. Committed the shot clock violation. So with a 19-point lead and the clock down at 25 seconds, the Wildcats look to add to their 19-point lead as they back it out with Dorsey. Dorsey has really gotten hot here in the third as we get an illegal screen. That's on White. That'll be her 4th personal foul for the Wildcats.
And the Blackman checks back in for the Wildcats.
So Blackman comes back into the basketball game. 10 seconds on the game clock. 9, 8, 7. Paulie Pelham walks off a screen. Wilson makes her way to the basket with 3, 2. She got a good look at the basket, but unable to get it in, and that is how the third quarter will end. So 3 quarters in the books here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. After 3, your score. The Lady Wildcats 69, the Lady Builders 50. So 19-point deficit now in the face of the Lady Builders. 1 period left, 10 minutes remaining. And as long as the 3-point line exists in basketball, pretty much nowadays, folks, no lead is secure. So it is going to be up to the Lady Builders to figure out a way to score the basketball and score the basketball quickly. They have to limit their turnovers here in the 4th period, something they did not do a very good job of in the 3rd period. Turned the ball over way too much. Going into the halftime locker room, the Lady Builders have surrendered the basketball 14 times. I would not be surprised if there's somewhere around that in the 3rd period of 14 turnovers. So turnovers have been the name of the game here late in the 3rd period for the Lady Builders as Coach Jill Dunn tries to improve on her team's already impressive record of 16-3, winners of 4 in a row. For Coach Antonio Hill, have to figure out a way to stop the bleeding as we get started on the 4th. So Lovett to Durant to Clark. Here's Dorsey. Clark, teardrop, jumper, no good. Shot clock does not reset. Here's Dorsey, able to knife inside, but Paulie Pelham with the block. As Ashanti Williams comes out, limping slightly. As Mariana Ballard makes her way into the basketball game. She hit a couple of three-pointers in the first half, hasn't scored since. And she nearly gets that three to go down, but the putback is good by Blackman. 71-50, Lady Builders trail. Jones misses on the layup. So here comes Clark to Ballard, to Durant for two. 73-50. Lady Builders now finding themselves now down about 23 after whittling the lead down to 9. They've just seen things kind of come off the rails a little bit here as we get deep into the basketball game. Ashanti Williams with the air ball. Jordan Wilson fouled on the putback. So Ballard picks up her second personal foul. The team's first is Nyla Jackson. She'll make her way back onto the floor, and Jordan Wilson will step to the line, where she's very efficient and shows again right there. As she hits both, and that trims the lead now to 21. So the Builders got to get busy here sometime soon, as the give inside to Durant, just too easy. Some of the baskets that we're giving up are right at the rim, uncontested layups, and we can't allow that on offense if we want to get back into the basketball game. So 75-52 is the score. Lady Builders find themselves back down by 23 as Jordan Wilson misses the short jumper. Love it. Foul. So that'll be on Paulie Pelham. That'll be her third personal foul and the team's first of the period, as Jamaica Jones will come back in for Jordan Wilson. 24 seconds on the shot clock. 8:06 remaining in the ball game. Inbound to Ballard. Here's Durant. She's fouled, and the basket is good. So that foul is on Jamaica Jones. That is her first personal foul and the team's second, so that will allow Durant to step to the line to try to complete the three-point play opportunity. And she converts. So 78-52, 25-point lead now being enjoyed by the Lady Wildcats from Johnson and Wales University out of North Carolina. Charlotte, to be exact. Jamaica Jones working hard offensively along with Ashanti Williams, who gets the basket and the foul. So Lovett picks up her third personal foul. As Ashanti Williams steps to the line to try to complete the three-point play, and she does. So 78-55. 23-point lead for the Wildcats, make it 26. As Ballard hits another three, and that's all Ballard has taken, is just threes. So 81-55. Jones, she's fouled. Carrington Clark picks up her second personal foul, team's third. Jackson for three. Jackson hits for three out of the corner. So 81-58 is the score. Here's Ballard for three. Durant able to pull down the long rebound. She squeezes off for three, misses. Builders unable to convert. were unable to corral the rebound, leaving Ballard for an easy layup. So 83-58, 6:36 left. Here's Jones. Harassed, but able to get the basket, able to get the basketball up to the basket, but unable to convert as the long outlet from Ballard to Lovett goes out of bounds. So Morgan Knoll, along with Jordan Wilson, they'll make their way into the basketball game at the 6:23 mark of the fourth period, and the Lady Builders trailing by 25. Jackson tries to feed it down low to Ashanti Williams, but it's just too high. So back come the Wildcats. Durant, who's been able to score inside quite a bit here in the fourth. Outlet to Jones, step through, and she is fouled. So Ballard will be whistled for the foul. That'll be her third.
Wildcat foul number 24, Mariana Ballard, her third, team's fourth.
.551 left in the basketball game. Lady Builders set to inbound. Pelham for three. Ballard with the rebound. Clark quickly races the basketball up court, and she gets fouled. Ashanti Williams picks up her fourth personal foul as McDuffie makes her way into the basketball game.
Carrington Clark at the line for the Wildcats, 2 shots.
So that'll put Carrington Clark at the free throw line to shoot 2, the freshman guard. Stands at 5 foot. Is it 5 foot or 5 feet? She stands at 5 feet. How about that? And she drains the first. Now remember, the basket is 11 feet high, and she's 5 foot. So for anybody out there who is worried about whether they're ever tall enough to play this game, don't worry about it. As long as you're strong enough to get the basketball to the basket, you got an opportunity as we get a foul call. That foul call is on Carrington Clark. That's her third. So that'll put the Wildcats, that'll put the Builders into the bonus. So that'll put Elena Pauley Pelham at the line to shoot 2 with the clock stopped at 5:31. Lady Builders currently trailing. Lady Builders currently trailing by 26. As Pauley Pelham knocks down both. So 85-60 as Ballard attempts a long three-point shot, no good, but the Lady Builders get out-hustled again on the long rebound. Ball last touched by Ashanti Williams, I thought, but instead they say nope, last touch by the Wildcats, so it's the Builder ball. 5:10 left, 85-60. Brittany Jones to Ashanti Williams. Wilson able to muscle it up and in for 2. 85-62 is the Lady Builders with a steal, but unable to convert the three-point shot. So back come the Wildcats with McDuffie. McDuffie inside, misses the layup. So we get a foul call on Morgan Knoll.
That's her first.
So for Morgan Knoll, that is her first personal foul, and the teams, well, it doesn't matter. The Builders are in the bonus, so they will shoot 2 for the rest of the basketball game. Durant makes her way into the ball game for the visiting Wildcats. As Elena Pauley-Pelham steps in to shoot 2. And she knocks down the first. So our score now 85-63. 85-64. Lady Builders trail. Durant to Scott. McDuffie unable to hit. Durant right there to corral that offensive board. And we've seen that be a problem for the Lady Builders here in the second half, where ripping down these defensive boards has been a chore. As Duffy, they call a jump ball situation. Wow. I thought she'd travel with the basketball, but it's still going to be Lady Builder basketball nonetheless, but wow. Interesting. So here's Pauley-Pelham to Jackson. Back come the Wildcats. Long outlet, stolen, but given right back by Pauley-Pelham. Here's Ballard. Wild sequence as Durant comes out with the basketball and McDuffie backs it out. Here's Durant inside. And she's fouled by Jordan Wilson, and the basket will count.
Builder foul number 32, Jordan Wilson, her 4th, team's 4th.
So that'll be her 4th personal foul in the team's 4th, and that'll give Durant an opportunity at the free throw line to complete the 3-point play and add to the 23-point lead on the scoreboard for the Wildcats. 3:35 remaining. Durant at the line. And she hits. So 24-point lead for the Wildcats. 3:28 left as Jordan Wilson circles, can't find anything. Kick to Pelham for a 3-point try, no good. Ballard with another defensive rebound. Pauley-Pelham with the steal. Ahead to Jordan Wilson, who can't handle the pass, and the Lady Builders turn it over. Here's Ballard. Has her shot blocked as we get a timeout. Timeout being taken by Trudy Lacey. I'm sorry, not Trudy Lacey. That's actually the athletic director at Johnson and Wales University, Jill Dunn, who is in her first season at the helm of the Lady Wildcat program, and she has her team playing well. Actually doing well in the standings, folks. They're 16-3 overall, and they're 8-1 in conference play in her, in her first season at the helm. So her basketball team playing well down the stretch as well. They've been able to maintain a large lead over the Lady Builders. Lady Builders have made a lot of mistakes with the basketball. We actually saw that happen a lot last night as well. So right now, Lady Builders, 3:01 remaining. They are down by 24 as the timeout is now over. So it'll be Lady Wildcat basketball with 3:01 left. Durant, Scott, Lovett. Shot clock now at 10. Here's Durant. Ballard, who's only hit 3-point shots since she's been in the basketball game, and the Wildcats turn it over. Here's Pelham. All the way to the rack, and she is fouled. So count the basket and add the foul. So Lovett will pick up her 4th personal foul. 2:38 left in the basketball game. Builders trail by 22, 88-66. As Elena Pauley-Pelham will try to convert this 3-point play opportunity. And she does. So 88-67. .point lead. Lovett with 20 on the shot clock to Durant. Skip pass to Lovett. Shot clock now at 10. Durant attempts to feed it inside. Pass is picked off. As Brittany Jones able to convert on the baseline jumper. So 88-69, 19-point lead. Here's Clark to Ballard. Ballard attempts to get inside with the layup. She misses, and back come the Lady Builders with Paulie Pelham. Here's Wilson. Unable to get the roll as the Builders do not get back on defense well enough. But fortunately for them, Lovett left it short. So back come the Lady Builders with 1:24 left as Jordan Wilson misses. So 1:18 left. Lady Builders down by 19. Here's Lovett, who holds the basketball. Shot clock at 15. Lovett is fouled.
Builder foul number 32, Jordan Wilson.
That foul is on Jordan Wilson. So for Jordan Wilson, that is her 5th and final personal foul. So she is now disqualified for the remaining 1 minute and 3 seconds of this basketball game, and she'll be replaced on the floor by Neandra Kelly. And that'll put Jayla Lovett at the free throw line to shoot 2, with the Wildcats leading by 19. And now 20. She misses, but Durant with the rebound. We're now under a minute to play. It's Clark to Lovett. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Durant. As a 3-point shot misses, Lovett with the putback. So 91-69, 36 seconds left in the basketball game. And the Lady Builders cannot hold for the final shot. Here's Williams. Pelham at 15 from 3. Kelly with the rebound. Builders can hold for the final shot if they want. Here's Kelly for 3. Shot no good. Back come the Wildcats. Clock at 4-3 as Kelly, as the shot is blocked, and that'll do it. That's the final. Wait a minute, hold on 1 second. I don't think we're quite done. I think there may be a little bit of time getting put back on the clock. 0.2 seconds gets put on the clock, and the basketball will belong to the Lady Builders. So unless the Lady Builders have a 22-point shot, and that'll do it, folks. That'll be a final here on game 2 of this afternoon's doubleheader here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. We see the Lady Wildcats of Johnston Wells walk away with a 91-69 win here against Coach Antonio Hill and the Lady Builder program. It's been a tough season for the Lady Builders, so they'll get an opportunity to go into the EMAC tournament still, but it has been a tough season. Lady Builders will now drop, excuse me, to 3-16. Pardon me, to 3-16 on the season, 2-8 in conference play, while Jill Dunn's team will improve to 17-3, 9-1 in conference play, and they'll pick up their 4th win in a row. So again, A lot of things went right today for the Wildcats. A lot of things did not go right for the Lady Builders. And again, that's okay. That gives Coach Antonio Hill something to go back and work on with her basketball team. But I believe that they fought well. They played as hard as they possibly could, but they ran into a Lady Wildcat team that was very well prepared. They have a lot of scorers on that basketball team, and they're going to be a tough out when they get into tournament play later on in the basketball season. So this has been fun, coming to you this much from this past weekend, a doubleheader on yesterday, a doubleheader today. So it's been a pleasure to be here with you. We've enjoyed bringing these games to you, and we definitely appreciate all of your support and all the support from our sponsors, of course, definitely Bayport Credit Union. So we just look forward to continuing to bringing you basketball game action throughout the season, but we're going to leave here with a final of 91-67 Wildcats over the Lady Builders. So for Sekou Fry, I am Howard McCain. We're going to say good evening, and remember, this is Builder Basketball.